Good evening to all and welcome to the session. We go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new batches from top educators, top batches starting from 29 September. What are these batches? Team All Stars, SSC, CGL, and CHSL 2021-22 exams. And each batch, the duration is 1 year. Then we have Set Brahmastra batch, all government exams, banks and SSC, 29 September. What are the features of these batches? Each batch covers full syllabus per set pattern. The classes will be taught in Hindi and the notes will be provided in English. Total 400 hours consumed. Top educators of the country. Unlimited access to tests. Weekly quiz and mock tests. Dedicated doubt clearing sessions. Good evening. SSC, CGL, and CHSL 2021 exams. And the batch duration of each batch, full year, 12 months. Complete batch on general studies, all SSC 2021 exams. There's a strong lineup of batches. The features are these. And what are those batches? Crack SSC, Multitasking Staff Exam 2021, SSC Stenographer 2021 exam, SSC CPO 2021 exam, SSC GD Constable 2020 exam. But this feature, it is not. There are so many offers, September offers. Please go through all these offers. And every Sunday, there's a combat test. All that you have to do, answer 40 questions in 50 minutes. You can win scholarship from a pool of 1 crore. Based on your rank, you get the scholarship. You can get 1 year SSC plus subscription. Every Sunday, it is at 12 noon. Use my referral code Murthy10. And if you use my referral code Murthy10, you get additional 10% discount. All set, let's crack it. Now we'll go to our actual session. Today I have brought 25 questions based on grammar holistic approach. Please read the first sentence, try to spot the error. Good evening, good evening. When the football team walked onto the field, the crowd burst into applause, but some cheers were heard too. Where is the error? This question is based on contextual awareness. There is nothing wrong with onto the field. This is perfect. Walked onto the field. Field is flat. Imagine any flat surface. Then we use a preposition onto. The cat jumped onto the table. Onto the field. Nothing wrong with that. No, 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 no. Into is not correct. Onto is correct. There is an error in the third part. Who says that? Vishal, Shrishti, Mondal. So what is wrong with the third part? Yes, I do agree. There is an error in the third part. I said this question is based on contextual awareness. What is this contextual awareness? When the football team walked onto the field, the crowd burst into applause. Applause is a positive word. Then there's a contrasting word, but. That means this clause should convey something negative. But cheers is a positive word. We cannot use a positive word here. But some, we have to use a word, boos, or some abuses were heard too. We need a negative word. Cheers is not correct. That's a positive word. Because you may ask, so why should we use a negative word? There is a contrasting conjunction, but. Here, burst into applause, positive, but then we have to use a negative word. We cannot use a positive word like cheers, but some boos or abuses were heard too. Have you guys got it? Just say yes or no. The clue for you is but. The moment you say burst into applause, but then the next clause should convey a negative meaning. Cheers is a positive word we cannot use. And based on the context, usually sports field. So when the players enter, a lot of people boo them. Booing is what, shouting at them, using bad words, and abuses also. Abuse can be a verb, it can be a noun. In this context, it is a noun, purely based on contextual awareness. Please go to question number 2. A lot of form filling is just read, and sometimes the forms are so complicated that people can't make head or tail from them. Exactly, to discourage. Yes, Mondal. Booing, abuses, using bad words, foul language, just to discourage. Very good. Mondal has got it right. Here, again, based on the context. Context is very important. What does it talk about? A lot of form filling, and sometimes the forms are so complicated that people can't make head or tail from them. This is an idiomatic expression, head or tail. You can't make head or tail means what? You can't understand. And based on that, a lot of form filling is just a red is not correct. There's an error here. We have to say a red tape or red tapeism. Both are correct, both mean the same. But usually in our country, we use a red tapeism. A red tapeism is an important idiom. Red tapeism means what? You can say red tapeism, you can say red tape. What does it mean? Official hurdles, official hurdles or official bottlenecks, official impediments. Based on that, the correct expression, a lot of form filling is just a red tapeism, not red tapeism or red tape. Means what? Official hurdles, official bottlenecks, official impediments, official hurdles, hindrances, anything you can say. So there is an error in the first part. A red is not correct. A red tape or red tapeism both mean the same, but we prefer a red tapeism. Have you got the answer for the second question? Please say yes or no. Thank you. I now am knowing all the facts about him. This is an easy question. Here, certain verbs cannot be used in ing form. No, also, you cannot use in ing form. Based on that, now that goes with the time. Forget about that. That is only to confuse you people. I know all the facts about him. So, what is the actual sentence? I now is only for emphasis, time based. Forget about that. I know all the facts about him. About him. We also say conversation English. I know all about you. When you talk to someone, you say, I know all about you. I know all about you. I know all the facts about you or him. These two are correct. So I think you guys could get it right. Based on verb. Certain verbs cannot be used in ing form. What are those verbs? Manohar Prasad has come up with a list. Love, like, hate, dislike, have, own. Yes, very good. I appreciate that. All doubts are cleared between you and I. Where is the error? That's good. When you do that, you remember that helps in consolidation. You can consolidate your knowledge. Question number 4, someone says a third part. Yes, many students. Perfect. Here, to answer my question, what is the word between? Which part of speech is it? Between. Between which part of speech? It is a preposition. And based on that, there's a rule. What is a rule? if you have to use a pronoun after a preposition, that pronoun should be in the object form, not in the subject form. So here I is a subject form, not correct. It should be me. And standard expression, there's an important expression. Whatever I'm going to tell is between you and me. Between you and me means keep it a secret. Don't tell others. That is the meaning of that. Yes, between you and me. Me is correct. I is not correct. Question number 5. This is an important question. Either of the roads leads to the park. Objective case. You're right. We cannot use a subject form. We have to use a objective case or object form. What is wrong with lead? Oh, very good. Manohar Prasad has got it right. No error. What is the reason? In English, we have three words: each, either, neither. These are distributive. What are these? Distributive pronouns. There's a rule that goes with distributive pronouns. What is a rule? They always take a singular verb. Please listen, then we'll go to the question. Each, either, neither, these are distributive pronouns. They always take a singular verb. Example, either of the books is acceptable. Here, either subject, distributive pronoun, we have to use a singular verb. The same way, here, what is the subject? Either. Of the roads, it's a phrase, don't consider. And the sentence is in present tense, affirmative form, subject is third person singular. Then we should add s or es to the verb. Lead is a verb, leads. Sentence is perfect, grammatically, contextually. There is no error whatsoever. Either of the roads leads to the park. Answer, no error. Is that clear? Just say yes or no. In many exams, they have given with neither. That is a bit difficult. Neither of the students has come. Has come. Here, neither of the students has come. Sentence is correct. But if you're not aware of this rule, you use your logic. Students plural, have plural. You think it should be have. No. The subject over here, neither, which is a distributive pronoun, it always takes a singular verb. This is only a phrase, never consider a phrase. Now, these questions go with sentence improvement. This is again an important question. Where is the error? If I am the PM, I would ban all processions. Yes, this goes with desires, wishes, or wishful thinking. This is a standard pattern. According to this pattern, whatever the subject, we have to use a helping verb to be in the past plural form. Was, were is plural, past, irrespective of the subject. Subject can be third person singular, imaginary condition, you're right. So if I were the PM, and you have to focus on this word as well, were, would. This is the combination. Irrespective of the subject, subject can be third person singular, that doesn't matter, were, would. Now imagine there's a student or a candidate highly frustrated, then he would say his example, if I were the PM, I would ban all competitive exams. His example. On the lighter side, If I were the PM, I would ban all the competitive exams. Yes, subject to mood. That is a technical term. Yes, of course, you have to say, that's what I said. If he were the PM, if he were the PM, he would do something. Irrespective of the subject, third person singular, also we have to use were. Please remember, who is that? Durga Prasad. Third person singular, he also, we have to use were to be in plural form past. If he were, was is not correct. If he were the PM, he would do something. Mrs. Madhuri has great respect and unlimited faith in her director. There's also a good question under pressure, not easy to answer. Here, respect takes the preposition for, and faith takes the preposition in. Respect for someone, something, faith in someone or something. But here, for is missing, so it is not correct. Respect missing, not correct. Respect for and unlimited faith, for is not correct. Respect for, correct. Unlimited faith in, correct. So, what is the answer? This is a difficult question. You may ask why. Under pressure, not easy to get this. You got to read the sentence meticulously. Question number 3, sentence improvement. He is addicted to smoke. What is the answer? Good evening. Who is this? Mishra. A little late, but no problem. Here you have to ask a question. He is addicted to what? This is again an important question because a lot of students have the fixed idea. To means we have to use a verb in the basic form to smoke. No, no. Here to goes with related to addicted. You have to write, look at the sentence. He is addicted to. Then ask the question what? He is addicted to what? Then you need a noun. The noun here, he is addicted. He is addicted to smoking. Some students think smoking is a verb. No, we can use a verb ing form as a noun. Then we call it, it is a noun here. And what is a technical term for that? Gerund. Exactly. Here, smoking is a noun, it's a gerund. When we use a verb ing form as a noun, it is called gerund. So he's addicted to what? He's addicted to reading, writing, smoking, anything you have to use a noun. So answer is the first option. This is wrong. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. Good evening. Who is this? Parveen. Yes. Addicted to, dedicated to, devoted to, in a view to, in addition to. Very good. Oh, wonderful. You have come up with a list. Private working aspirant. Huh. Addicted to my attitude. But that it doesn't sound practical. There we say, he got used to my attitude. Your attitude, why should he get addicted? Combination is not correct. He he is addicted to my attitude. It doesn't sound right. Write down the address lest, that is a clue for you. When you use the word lest, you have to use a helping verb should. Only one option you have, should. So that is the answer. Yes. Combination is very important. You called on me. Call on, one of the meanings, visit. Phrasal verb. Call on means visit. You called on me when I was not at home. Don't you? Is that right or wrong? Here, called on. Which tense is this? Past tense. And past tense, what is a helping verb? Did. And when it comes to this sentence is an affirmative. In the question tag, we have to use the word not, did not, Short form, didn't. So you called on me when I was not at home. Don't you is not correct. Did you is not correct. Didn't I is not correct. Didn't you? Because the subject is you. Who is this Satya Prasad? So many rules to remember. Don't get scared. I have already done 200 rules. In English, exams point of view, competitive exams point of view, you have to learn about 400 to 500 rules. A little scary, isn't it? But 200 important rules you can manage more than enough. And all these rules, if you take 80%, you listen to the master once, you just read once or twice, you can remember, no problem. But 20% difficult, time taking, you have to spend some time. Only then, only 20%. That 20%, in my opinion, not even 50 rules. Almost 300 rules. One time you listen to the master, you practice once or twice, you can remember. But about 50 rules, you got to spend some time. You have to use certain techniques to remember mnemonics, only then you can. Not that difficult. Shall I go to the next question? Good evening. Who is this? Mohan Bharadwaj. A little late? No problem. Better late than never. No, no. Did you is not correct. What is the reason? You called on me. That is the main clause. It is in affirmative. Question tags, if the sentence is in affirmative form, in the question tag, we have to use the word not with a helping verb. If the sentence is in negative form, we should not use the word not. Not should not be used. You did not call me, did you? That is correct. You called me, didn't you? That is correct. I hope you got it. Who is this? Manas. Have you got the difference? Affirmative form, you have to use the word not in the question tag. Negative form, you should not use the word not in the question tag. She is a student, isn't she? She is not a student. What is the tag? Is she? This you have to remember every tense. Simon was very polite at the moment because he wants to make a good impression. He wants to make, this is in present. Then you cannot use past. You cannot use has been very polite. Is behaving. Answer is a fourth option. Is being very polite. Simon is being very polite. That is one expression. We also say Simon is trying to be very polite. This is also right. Simon is trying to be very polite. That is correct. Simon is being very polite. He is being means he's trying to be being polite. If you want to use Simon is behaving, then you have to use the word polite adverb form. Simon is behaving very politely, but here they have not given politely. Only polite they have given. Then you cannot use the third option. Answer is the fourth option. Hope you guys got it. I like in the sun. This is again a tough question, not easy. What is the answer for question number 2? Yes. Here, before I go to the answer, I want you guys to recollect. This is an important question. If you take the word lie, it can be a noun. Example, he told a lie yesterday. Here, what is the word lie? It is a noun. Lie can be a verb. As a verb, lie can be a regular verb, lie, lied, lied. To tell a lie. Again, it can be an irregular verb, then it can be lie, lay, lain. It means to be in the horizontal position, to relax, one meaning. Second meaning, to be in a particular state for a long time. But the problem here, what is the past form of lay, a lie, lay? We have another verb, lay, laid, laid. Hope you guys are listening carefully. Recline. Lay, laid, laid. To put something down. It goes with eggs, lay eggs. It goes with foundation stone, a rules, a roads. So many combinations, things, babies. But here the context talks about we have to use I like something, I like reading, I like writing, I like dancing, I like singing. The verb ing form as a noun. Based on that, we have to use lying, not laying. So the verb lie ing form is present participle. The spelling changes completely. Lying. This lying is related to lie, lay, laying, and what is the ing form lying. So answer is I like lying in the sun. Means what? I want to get exposed to the sun. Exactly. Who has chosen the fourth option? I appreciate all those students. Lie down. Usually we say, someone says, I'm tired. Then what is the response? Why don't you? Why don't you lie down? We say, why don't you lie down? If someone says, lying down, exactly. Laying goes with eggs, that's right. Mount Everest has earned the distinction of being the world's highest garbage dump. Some questions depend on what I call contextual awareness. Contextual awareness. Understand the context, then you can get the right word. Again, some questions depend on exposure to the language. If you read a lot, you get exposed. Only then you can answer some questions. Mondale says third option. Some students say first one. Some say second one. Answer is the third option, dubious distinction. There's a standard expression. Dubious means doubtful. Doubtful. Dubious means what? Doubtful. So dubious distinction. Context is negative, garbage dump. Then we say dubious distinction. It is a negative thing. Doubtful distinction of being the world's highest garbage dump. Now people are going there, Mount Everest, and they are dumping. It has become something like a dump yard. Here, dubious is adjective, beyond any doubt. Dubious distinction. Dubious distinction means what? Dubious is adjective, distinction is noun, beyond any doubt. Manohar Prasad. No, the context talks about garbage dump being the world's. That's why I said at the outset, I have written this question is based on contextual awareness. What is contextual awareness? This context talks about Mount Everest getting a name, a tag or name. Tag here means what? Name. What is that name? It is the world's highest garbage dump. The world's highest garbage dump. Garbage dump, is it a positive expression or a negative expression? Please answer my question. Garbage. You all know garbage. Garbage dump, dump yard. It's a negative thing, and it has got the name. It is the world's highest garbage dump. Context is negative, obviously. Based on that dubious distinction, doubtful distinction, we have to say. Have you got it? Who wanted to know that? So, coming to the other options, marked distinction not relevant here. Marked, nothing to do with the context. Disgusting, something you don't want to see, something you don't want to do, not related to this context. And dismal goes with, I will give one combination, dismal performance. Have you heard of this combination? Dismal performance means not up to the mark, below average, dismal performance. So, this is another combination. You have to know all these. Any question related to these, you are most welcome, but outside, away from these, I will not answer. Not up to the mark, not satisfying. He always takes full of the mistakes made by his friends. This again depends on usage, exposure. Who is this Chauhan? You can ask a question, but it should be relevant to the questions I have brought. If you ask something else, I will not answer. Because we have a lot of students, everyone asks a question, then I cannot focus on these questions. Benefit? No. There's a standard phrase, standard expression. Don't take advantage of others. Don't take advantage of his situation. It's a negative thing. Don't take advantage of his situation. So he always takes full advantage of the mistakes made by his friends. Answer is the second option. It is not profit, nothing to do with this context. Context talks about taking advantage of the mistakes made by his friends. In a way, it means exploiting. You all know the word exploit. Exploit. Take advantage of someone, take advantage of something. Someone is innocent, he doesn't know, then you take advantage of his innocence. It is like exploiting that person. You can ask a question, but it should be related to these. If they're not related to these, I will not answer. I hope it's clear. Any question related to what I have been teaching, anything related to these questions, you are most welcome. But outside, I will not entertain. Because we have so many students, imagine each student asks a question. Then I cannot talk about these questions. It becomes a problem. Please understand that. Thank you. I have known him a long time. A long time is a time period. What is it? Time period. And two prepositions are very important. What are those two? Since and for. No, I use only English. I don't use Hindi. I don't use any other language. I use only English. And I use very simple English. You can easily understand, should not be a problem. Since goes with specific time. For goes with time period, right? Here, a long time, it's a time period. Then we cannot use since, it should be for a long time. Before, from, not correct. No, answer is for a long time. Have you got it? What is this? I have known him for a long time. Then I cannot do anything about it. I won't be able to help you. Think, try to understand. Slowly, you will be able to. Shiva said, when it comes to reported speech or indirect speech, The most important thing you have to focus on the reporting verb. It is in past. Then the tenses change to a corresponding past tense. I have read. Which tense is this? Present perfect tense. Present perfect. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Then you cannot use present perfect. You cannot use present tense. This is past perfect. You cannot use this one. So what is the answer here? Answer is the third option. Shiva said that he had read the novel Pride and Prejudice. Present perfect changes to past perfect. First, you have to know the tense. Then, present perfect changes to past perfect. Have you got it? Answer is the third option. Yes. Thank you. If you're really serious about that. Anita said, again, the reporting verb is in past, and I have been learning Bharatanatyam. This is present perfect, present perfect, continuous. Present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Anita said that she had been learning, seems right. She has been, not correct. She is learning, present continuous, not correct. Present perfect continuous, not correct. She learned, past tense, not correct. So what is the answer here? Anita said that she had been learning. I have been learning, present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. So had been learning Bharatanatyam for the past 6 months. Answer is the first option. When it comes to active voice, passive voice, direct speech, indirect speech, tenses knowledge very important. If you are really good at tenses, these are all very easy questions. The guide said to the tourist, again reporting verb is in past, this will be the best day of your life. This changes to that, will changes to would. So here, this not correct, and hold this one, this not correct, and will not correct. So what is the answer here? Answer is the second option, though it looks a little odd. The guide told the tourists that that would be the best day of their lives. Second option is correct. Question number 4. This is, answer my question, is this active voice or passive voice? Was taken. First you have to answer the question, is this active voice or passive voice? He was taken. Please respond. It is passive. Very good. And which tense is it? Was taken. Which tense is it? Vishal. Past tense. Passive voice, past tense. So you have to look for past tense, active voice. Had taken is not past tense, that is past perfect. Have taken, present perfect. Take, present. What is a verb here? Took. So his friends took him to the hospital. This is past tense, active voice. Answer is the fourth option. Have you answered? Question number 4. What is the answer? Fourth option. Was taken is past passive voice. Then you have to look for past tense, active, active voice. His friends took him to the hospital, that is. Who broke this beautiful glass? This is again in past tense, but active voice. So passive voice you have to start with by whom. Every option you have by whom, but it should be past. Has this, not past, not past. Was this beautiful glass broken? Was broken. Had is not correct. So what is the answer here? No, no, answer is the third option. What is the reason? Was broken. Someone broke. Active voice. Was broken. Passive voice. And only here you have was broken. By whom was this beautiful glass broken? That is the answer. That's all for today. And 10 past 8. I'll bring more questions tomorrow. Check your score all the time, every day. Based on your score, you understand where exactly you stand. Because these are questions from previous year's papers. If you get out of 20 or 25, 20, you get 15 plus, you should be happy. You get out of 25, 20 plus, you should be very happy. You're ready for the exam. Thanks for being with me till 10 past 8. Good night to all of you. I will see you guys tomorrow.